All right, was Cheeto capping or not? Was he capping? Will this be vintage Cheeto? Who just moaned into the mic? What the fuck was that? Was that Bisping? 10-9 Martinez, man. Good start. Shout out Landman. Great show. Round 2 starting now. Cheeto has a little bit of a goose egg on his forehead. Big high kick from Cheeto, but Martinez catches it and then sweeps his leg. That was a mean head kick. How did he eat that? Another push kick from Martinez. He goes for a takedown. Great defense from Cheeto. Wow. Spinning kick from Martinez misses. $19-19. Very close round. 19-19. Third round. Cheeto's corner told him, we're in Mexico, you're not going to win a decision, even if you knock him down 3 times. He's tired, go for the finish. I think that's solid. Second round was close. I could not be mad if they gave it to Martinez. Cheeto runs straight across the corner, straight across the octagon to start the third. Good left hook from Cheeto. Wobbles Martinez. Cheeto's going for it. 10 seconds left. Hate me if you want, bro. I think Cheeto won. That they were showing the stats from the second round. 19 landed for Cheeto, 20 landed for Martinez. There was the takedown, but Cheeto definitely landed the bigger shots in the second round, and he definitely won the third. Definitely won the first round. I mean, it could be 29-28 for Martinez or Cheeto. I couldn't be upset with either, but I have it for Cheeto. They're in Mexico. We already know where this is going. (29-28) unanimous decision. Gave it to Martinez. Can't be upset about it, but I do disagree. Here we go. Brandon Moreno versus Lonnie Kavanagh. I don't give a fuck. I'm still calling him Loner, bro. They say Lonnie. They say Loney. Loner, bro. El Boner Kavanagh. Hey, if Kavanagh wins this, good left hook from him, by the way. If he wins this and Taito wins or loses, bro, I don't give a fuck. We gotta have a battle of the Mogs. Battle of the Moggers, bro. Good low kick from Lonnie. Battle of the Moggers. You know Kavanagh wakes up and watches Clavicular, bro. Wakes up and does 10 sets of looks maxing. Good low kicks. Is that a bruise on Moreno's calf? Wow. End of the first round. 10-9 Loney. Loner. El Boner. That's a nice cut. That's a nice cut over Brandon Moreno's eye. All right. Second round. The Cage Report says 10-9 for Moreno. What are you smoking? The Cage Report. What are you smoking? Cracking counter left from Loney. Oh, a big right. Drops Moreno. And he's teeing off on him. Moreno's slipping and sliding. Head kick from Loney. Big uppercut from Kavanagh. Moreno is he's looking, he's up, but he's not looking good. Another big low kick from Loney. Will he punch himself out like he did against Charles Johnson though? Another big low kick. He is beating up that left calf of Moreno. Another one. 2018 for Loney Kavanagh. El Boner. Round 3. Loney Kavanagh just entered the Matrix. Brandon Moreno threw about a 5-punch combo and did not land a single one. Big cracking right hand from Loney Kavanagh. Why did Loney just smolder into the camera while being held up against the cage? He just looks maxed into the camera. 29-28. 29-28 for Kavanagh. Round 4. We'll see if Kavanagh took that third round off on purpose. I smell something burning, but I don't know where it is. I open my door. Don't smell anything out there, so that might be a little bit more concerning. Something's burning in here. Takedown attempt from Moreno, clinching up against the cage again. Ref, break this up, ref. Please. We need you. Loney circles out. Nice. And he keeps his hand up whenever he circles out. Good calf kick. Another good calf kick. Oh, Brandon is hobbling on that leg. Few more of those, man. Few more of those, and this might be a leg kick TKO by Loney Kavanagh. Brandon's face looks beat up, too. Big knees to the thigh. Big knees to the thigh. Big knee to the thigh. 10 big knees to the thigh from Brandon Moreno. Listen, where your hand's gonna be? Where your hand's gonna be? Up here. Yeah. I don't... Loney's corner said 4-0 for him. I don't think so. I think 3-1. But I apologize for what I said, Loney Kavanagh. Your cardio is held up, bro. You had that big flurry in the second round. Just elevation, 3 weeks notice. Knocked out 6 months ago. And your cardio is looking great, man. I apologize. He's been stamina maxing. Let's work. Let's work. How many is that? 7? 7 warnings? Good left hook from Loney. Wow. Loney Kavanagh did it, man. Loney Kavanagh did it, man. And he does the Spider-Man backflip. It's time for a Looks Max Mog battle between Kavanagh and Tatsudo Taida. Wow. Yeah, Brandon's face is fucked. 49-46, 48-7, 48-47. Loney Kavanagh. Wow. What a bounce back. What a bounce back win. It's time for the Battle of the Moggers. Review incoming. All right. Quick review. First fight, Damian Pinas versus Wes Schultz. Absolute demolition job by Mr. Pinas. I mean, it wasn't even close. Dropped him 3 times. Last time, I couldn't even tell if it was really a knockout. Wes Schultz started pulling his mouthpiece out immediately. He said, no more of this, please. Second fight, I'm going to be honest, I didn't even watch this fight. I was playing Minecraft. But good sub, I assume. I mean, his first round. And I did hear his name is Francis Fire Marshall. That has to be one of the most, like, badass nicknames I've ever heard. Fire Marshall. That has to be one of the most badass things. Javier Reyes was expected to absolutely steamroll Silva, and instead he got dropped twice towards the beginning of the first round. So whoever Javier Reyes fights next, pick him to lose. Does not matter that he still ended up getting the TKO in the first round. Chris Moutinho looked like a certified punching bag in there, moving in slow motion, absolute shit. And Christian Quiones could not even finish him. So he's doing this face like he is, who does he look like? He looks like who did Raul Rosas fight? He was on the Contender Series with Volkanovski. Who was it? Ricky Turcios. Does this guy not look? Does Christian Quiones not look like even uglier? He looks like Cal Baralho mixed with Ricky Turcios. Anyways, terrible fight. Cut both of them, honestly. I don't know why they're still booking Chris Moutinho. I also don't know how the fuck he's beat 14 people in his career. Eileen Perez versus Macy Chiasson. One of the only male versus female fights in UFC history. Macy looked okay in the first round. Next 2 rounds, Eileen Perez used her thigh and Giat maxing abilities to pull out the win. I got this one right, man. The real JDM, some say. Demolition. This fight was exactly what we expected it to be. JDM, no business being in that cage. The Bolivian monster got fucking destroyed. Santiago Luna versus Angel Pacheco, or Angel Pacheco. Actually a really good fight, honestly. Both of them looked very good. This is Santiago's first fight in the UFC. I think he was on the Contender Series. Very young, very crisp, but Pacheco was making him work for it, man. They both hurt each other. A really overall great win for Luna. Hopefully he can learn a lot from this fight and ascend more. Emmanuel Rodriguez versus Kevin Borjas, the Aztec sacrificial lamb. Another good fight, another surprising. Borjas came out on a mission, knocked down Rodriguez. That was very shocking. But Rodriguez, even though he's young, this was I believe this is also his debut in the UFC. He was on Contender Series, I believe. He got a pretty nice knockout. Yeah. It looked a little sketchy in the first round, and then he recovered well. Came out second round, didn't look hesitant. Still looked like he was going for a finish, and he ended up getting it. Didn't even land clean. I think it was more of a culmination of strikes adding up that eventually dropped Borjas up against the cage. He kind of just said no mas, and Rodriguez jumped on him and finished the fight. So great win by him. He also striking looked very clean. Edgar Chairez versus Felipe Bunes. A little bit of a controversial split decision here, but I thought that this one was correct. Clear first round win for Bunes. Clear third round for Chairez. So it just all comes down to who you gave the second round to. Moving on to Daniel Zellhuber versus Bobby. Like I said in my prediction video, I fucking hate Bobby Green with a passion. Probably my least favorite fighter in the UFC. Absolutely hate him, but look at the strike differential, man. Look at the strike differential. Bobby tuned him up the entire time, taunted him, did a little Fortnite dance on him, and then Daniel tried to close the distance, and Bobby made him pay. I think it was a left hook, dropped him, and terrible stoppage, by the way. I don't remember who was the. Seems like every time King Green gets in the octagon, there's going to be a terrible stoppage. Remember him versus Jalen Turner? That was one of the worst stoppages in UFC history. This one was also bad. Daniel probably 15 of these strikes came while Daniel Zellhuber was not conscious. Co-main event, Cheeto versus David Martinez. 29-28 for David Martinez. This was another fight that I thought could have gone either way. Another one that I thought, first round clear for David. Circled well, landed clean strikes. Cheeto kind of just lunged in from range. Couldn't really land anything. And then third round, clear for Cheeto. David looked tired. Cheeto had been beating him up to the body. Got him up against the cage. David was not circling as much. And, so it comes down to who you gave the second round to. I personally gave it to Cheeto, but I thought it was close. Like, razor close. I thought they both landed good strikes. You could tell during the second, David was slowing down. And Cheeto was capitalizing, but David was also landing good strikes during that second round. So, in Mexico, you're not going to get a decision win. So, not too upset about it. But I did think Cheeto won, and I thought they both looked pretty good. It did look like vintage Cheeto. If that went 5 rounds, vintage Cheeto, or the Cheeto from tonight, Cheeto with hair, I think would have finished that fight, honestly. That third round, it was crisp, man. Crisp strikes. Then moving on to the main event. Brandon Moreno versus El Loner Kavanagh. I was wrong. I thought that, the knockout 6 months ago, I thought Loner might be coming back too fast. I thought that he might, it might be too much of a step up in competition. 3-week short notice fight. He gassed out against Charles Johnson before he got KO'd. And, he proved me wrong. I was kind of scared in the second round. It was very reminiscent to the Charles Johnson fight. Second round, he lands good strikes. Tuning up Brandon Moreno, dropped him. I don't know why they say no knockdowns. He definitely dropped him in the second round. Drops him, tuning him up, and I thought, man, he's letting his hands go. I was kind of getting scared. But then again, I remember that it was Brandon Moreno, and this guy probably has less punching power than Regina Terine and Ernesta Caraquete? Whatever the fuck. He probably has less punching power than them. Beating up that leg. Fourth round, Loney landed 2 good calf strikes on that lead leg of Moreno, and it made Moreno hit the chicken dance, man. Made him hit the chicken dance in the middle of the octagon. Could not, 0 for 8? 0 for 8 on takedowns, man. Could not land anything against Kavanagh. Kavanagh, great takedown defense, it looked like. And the one takedown from Loney obviously was with 10 seconds left in the 5th round when he tried to Granby roll. Great win for Kavanagh. Where does Moreno go from here? Who gives a fuck? Retirement, probably. Send him to karate. Send him to Karate FC. Send him to one championship. No one gives a shit anymore. You lost to unranked Loney Kavanagh 6 months after he got brutally slept by Charles Johnson. As for Loney Kavanagh, we have the we have the Taida versus Van, a championship fight coming up. Does Loney deserve a title shot after beating number 6 ranked Brandon Moreno? Probably not, but maybe you could give him Manel Cap. Maybe Cap versus Loney Kavanagh, title eliminator. And we'll see what the UFC decides to do. If you made it to the end of this video, I love you. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening, and peace.